Nice.
And so everyone who's been being there, you're welcome.
Last week.
I know we were last week.
One of success screenshots sent to my Twitter last week. You could be used to getting that free spot.
So yeah, we have a really interesting week. Can we do Floatplane news? Can we tell people what's going to happen next week?
I wanted to just ask you, I wanted to ask you how we were going to deal with it in terms of communication. So is this how you want
to people? Then
you want to pre-announce?
To people.
But what if it doesn't work?
We doesn't ultimately fall through, which will be a huge surprise to only a very small percentage of them.
Okay, that's fair. What is going on here?
I don't know. I just don't even like. No one's supposed to touch this set between. Didn't replace the monitor.
Okay.
Just took the monitor. Okay. Actually put a new one there. It's actually not true.
But what you corrected me with was worse. Next week. Wednesday, let's say definitely Thursday, although time zones, so who knows? It's Wednesday for sure. If you check too early, it'll be there, but whatever. I just like watching you freak of the Floatplane website, meaning you'll be able to sign account directly through the website. You'll be able to pay for it with credit that's new. With which is hilarious if you want to be able to go next. Entries being
great people and information you need to
just and you'll be able to people LOL get wrecked. It's able to do everything on the new website. You need form integration. You can just pay for subscription, touch there, all that kind of stuff.
So to everyone out there who said that Floatplane was going to launch because Luke said, so it's a big idea, so that, compounded the issue in their minds. So that the way that we recruited developers was really dumb, making a video and publishing a tech channel, super dumb. That was dumb, by the way. It was awesome. Who's anything about that? This for you, right there. Let's roll the intro.
Yeah. We should. It's clenching in the thing. It should be flying. And then, something goes wrong, and then I'm able to land on the water because it's a little plane.
Oh, yeah. No. No.
I'll stick to the tech.
The designers. Middle fingers are totally.
It's completely.
Totally there.
Nobody's gonna mind. Fine.
So what are we
topics technically?
Yeah, technically we have topics. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. Do we jump right into the Intel discrete GPU type?
Considering we're talking about Floatplane right now, we can just talk about what's on Floatplane right now. It's up to you. Okay. Or we can do that later. Up to you.
So I wasn't listening because I was checking notes. I have some notes from my favorite over about this. So I'm just going to jump into it. I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
From TechPop. Intel unveils discrete GPU prototype development.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago that AMD made high-profile Raja Koduri, AMD's former head of Radeon Technologies Group, but clearly, so there's a bunch of stuff here. So there's this. There's got a block diagram, which is really interesting. There's what looks like sort of a mock-up of what a die shot might look like a bunch of what looks like very internal information. People are extrapolating a bunch of information about this supposed 14-nanometer dedicated GPU. And so to actually proactively, because do you really believe if checking the point where we would, dig through all these things and figure out the misinterpretation other sites, might have accidentally made here? Do you really believe that we're capable of that?
Appreciate it.
Because, thank you for coming. That's because we weren't capable of that. He actively reached out because he was sure that we were going to talk about this. I'm just going to read it because it's almost like he's a professional writer or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's a book about the Intel discrete GPU balloon that's been going around this week that might end up in WAN Show. Everyone's calling it as a discrete GPU prototype, but that is because of a slight misreading of the Japanese article source.
Okay.
It took interest to figure the slight misreading of the Japanese article. It uses Intel Fix. The chip is actually a test design for a better dynamic voltage frequency system implementation applicable to a wide range of chips, CPU, GPU, and FPGA. It was done on a GPU core because it was an easy design on 14 nanometer to start with. The Japanese article from which the translation comes, when translated, does state that it's a discrete GPU prototype, but the author, who's very well respected and knowledgeable, Goto-san, clarifies this point in the second paragraph by stating it was only a vehicle for what was actually being announced and tested, and the fact that it was built on a GPU was inconsequential.
Okay.
So basically, I don't know, has it been 2 months since Richard got hired at Intel? Well, in so many weeks it's been, he's not built a GPU necessarily.
Yeah.
He made it, I don't know, he's kind of amazing, but he has not. And this is like some burn management stuff that end up in that GPU, but might not. But probably would, but might not.
It's like Raja and whatever team he has is probably just playing.
So yeah, there you go. This is yeah.
It gets this test vehicle, not a future product. It sounds like they're just playing around.
So let's go through our notes, and let's go through those that we based on our press's reporting. The first 14-nanometer dedicated GPU prototype is a 2-chip solution. The first contains the GPU itself and the system agent. The second is an FPGA that interfaces with the system bus. It's 1.5 billion transistors. So NVIDIA's GP102 is built on 16 nanometer and has 12 billion.
Keep this really.
Yes, because it is at all.
Yeah.
And following media speculation, the slides has stated that they presented a research paper exploring new circuit techniques optimized for power management. Actually, yeah, goes to James. Right. Notifications in here. It is a test vehicle only, not a future.
Yes.
Here, you guys can see James's notes. Good James.
Good, James.
Good James. You'll, you know, whether you like it or not, you'll have to work here today because you're about to leave. Actually, no, James. I've not added James to my soul collection yet. That's an internal joke. As soon as people house and a mortgage, okay.
I don't own it. Reasons why, but yeah. Yeah.
So, he hates me. I'm just, in case the microphone, we're just getting that out there.
I'd give you my soul if I wasn't an American.
Have you been to Brendan's place yet?
Yes.
Super.
It's actually really. Did you notice the amount of like random little storage things?
I think it's probably less than it feels like. It probably feels like a lot to you because I know your place has like a closet.
Yeah.
Don't give me. And it has a closet.
It has a closet.
It has a closet that also has the central.
Well, it doesn't. You can't put anything in there. I'm thinking about under the stairs.
Under the stairs. Is that where the central back is?
Well, it doesn't really. Yeah.
So compared to Luke's place, I think Brennan's gonna run to storage. Think about it. Is that let's talk about your place. I don't care. Okay, cool. So like other houses, what's really cool about it is it's a little bit wider. It doesn't feel as much living in a ship.
Like in a sliver. Yeah.
Like it feels like the rooms more square instead of like every room to be of like the room and like kind of like making up of them. And it even has parking, which is sick fun house.
It was weird when I went to go park there that if you want to park in the driveway, you don't fit.
Yeah.
And there's also side-by-side parking and like a really nice garage.
And
stuff.
he's right next to the visitor parking, which is super cool. It's literally right
that
there.
makes sense.
And there's more coming in. Apparently, there's like 6 more visitor spots coming in soon.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. It's pretty dope. There's
like it a lot.
There's at least 3 different places that you could put a barbecue, and you'd be barbecuing, and you'd feel pretty good about it.
Important thing. Yeah.
Is an important trick.
Someone randomly posted in here, Linus fact of the day, Linus was born in western Pennsylvania before moving to Canada at the age of 5.
Just like that.
Nice.
So I don't remember where I was going with this, but Brendan's house is sweet, and I got to see it. And that
Yeah,
was
how
cool.
did we get there?
I don't know. I mean, that's the beauty of this show / the bane of this show. What are we talking about?
Talking about James and capturing his soul.
I haven't captured his soul yet.
Yeah.
I've captured quite a few souls now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. You told me, think of it, like a mortgage it's like, it's basically getting married. It's.
I think it's like potentially more hard.
I think it's actually more difficult to
Yeah.
get out than a marriage if you. Isn't that crazy? If you think about sort of the traditional use of marriage,
It's not applicable anymore.
which well, no, I just mean like if we to the whole till death do us part, like that part, like we sort of the tradition of marriage. Well, it's really eroded a lot. I mean,
50% fail or something?
I don't know what it is, but like we take a mortgage, a car lease. Like I think it's pretty hard to break a car lease, isn't it? You could just be no group of irreconcilable differences.
About 40 to 50% of married couples in the United States divorce.
Wow.
That is also in the percentage is people that have been divorced more than once.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
one person who's done it 4 times. All of those goes in. It's technically 4 different
like,
relationships,
isn't
right?
that, so like, I was looking at some gun ownership statistics in the United States. I think they have more than 1 gun per person. I forget what they call them, owners, super owners.
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
each, and it's like some percentage or something like
And
that.
they
So
count for-
like,
yeah.
divorcers.
100, but like,
100 divorces would be an Guinness.
it'd legitimately be difficult to pull off.
Could you do it? With unwitting women.
It's jump into the city. Difficult.
And so this every year
Okay.
is to get married and divorced as many times as possible. Nothing would prevent you, if you're devious of bastard, nothing would prevent you from running multiple events.
Yeah. I don't think you can legally be married to 2 people at the same time.
Well, so you can fully.
Because you minimum to do 2 a year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is to usually be effectively able to do this. Yeah.
At minimum.
Typically, you're gonna have to pull more than that.
Yeah.
I'd watch this show.
I would. Just anybody I watch.
It doesn't exist. Like, you can search those on the same time because you should have the guys trying to do it, and you should have the girls trying to do it.
Yeah. Guys versus girls. We'd be at such a disadvantage.
I think so.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to convince a guy to marry you.
Oh.
Just like the bisexual and gay aspect.
Right. Oh man.
Where like you might be able to spend more because of how that community works
Okay.
and like whatever else.
Okay, so just to like that it matters that both Luke and I are straight.
Yeah.
Answer me this: if it meant that
You know, maybe.
Well,
It depends. Candy. This whole competition, and it just needs much more. Yeah, I'd consider it.
oh man.
Can't jerk. I'm trying to not swear, so the
You're a person already.
or deed that is against your thing.
You know, you're already horrible.
Yeah.
So like, if you're destroying women or men at that point.
I mean,
So this is a good show. You know what the network is that does all the reality shows. But if there's any execs watching, please don't do this. You know, the crazy thing about it though, is it really any worse than something like The Bachelor?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Has ever at any point been anyone who participated in that show that wasn't purely an actor, actually like believed in it? Because you're not gonna do the real stuff.
It's one TV show, and I believe it was the UK. Someone could correct me on this. A talent search show that was fake. Have you heard about that?
No.
They picked people that were terrible and kept pushing them through. I don't think they tested any of it or something. And then the very last episode they televised in a live studio audience, and they basically told them on stage like, "You're horrible," and it was super awkward. It's the name of the show. You can watch the last episode on YouTube. Because everyone's like, "Wow, this is rough." It was called American Superstar. Okay, so it was an American show.
Oh wow. That's
It's rough in the audience. And play like her singing. It comes down to between a guy and a girl, and the girl wins. And play like a whole montage of her singing, and it's good. And they picked you because you are the worst person in this category. And we're still gonna give you the studio deal, but like, come on. So we're gonna give you a bunch of money. Soul destroying. It's really rough.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's get into some tech news because I'm just feeling kind of dirty right now.
I think that's it.
What is it?
WB Superstar. Yes, this is it.
The WB's Superstar USA.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. No, I don't want to. I don't want
80%
to.
of users liked this show. It's not. Ooh.
All right.
The winner revealed. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, the dislike is not as bad as I thought.
That's a shame. So here, for some reason, I can't find which retail it's listed on. The Tom's Hardware article doesn't say. But this was originally posted by TX_2_step on the forum Texas 2-step. Or transmitter 2-step?
Huh.
Could be that too.
All right.
Coffee platform is fully being expanded until now. You've been limited to the 8700K, the 8600K, and the 8400 high performance 6 core parts. Wait.
i5 8600K.
Oh, here we go. So there are 3 new parts that are coming. An i5 8600, like an K, and is there an 8700 already? There might be. There's an i5 8500, so an even lower end. Is this going to be a 6-core part? And an i3 8300. Apparently there's already an i3 8350K. You don't actually pay that close attention to it. I haven't been able to think of a very compelling reason to make Coffee Lake if you aren't getting 8600K, or at least an 800 up, because I don't know if the 8350K already existed, because unless you're getting 6 on the mainstream platform, you might as well just go for KB Lake, because the boards are cheaper. If you're not getting a much chip, you do not need to get a Z370 board. What can I do for you? What was that?
AJ just posted in the Floatplane work chat saying, "That's why I don't move. You won't get my soul. If you buy a house in Quebec, 1, I hate you a little bit. 2, that still means I own your soul."
Okay, so these are meant to be paired with the upcoming budget-oriented H370 and B360 boards. Vantage is apparently the retailer also lists T versions of all of these processors for bulk purchase. So neat. News, this was originally posted over on DigiTimes. AUO to begin shipping. 8K TVs in the first of this year.
You care?
Oh.
You shouldn't say, I don't think you
Well,
care.
but it's, you know. So here's why you might out an 8K panel. And okay.
You sit here.
You sit very close. 2. You really like stick 3D. Shut up. Stick 3D. Okay. Then would be actually it would be a little more, because it would be double the resolution of 4K. No, half the resolution
Of
it would be double the pixel, half the resolution. Sorry. Third.
That's a pretty good number 2. I'm interested.
Different display scaler technology and free displays.
Okay.
So systems will have to be built for these 8K TVs, and eventually they will trickle down. I'm really hard.
That was pretty right.
You to keep full especially, it's pretty different technology for you.
A moment here talking about panels.
Yeah.
Is I've been holding off. If you remember, like a year and a half ago, when I was trying to buy a Swift.
It's really great. Hold on. Yeah, people are talking about the Olympics like in 8K. It's funny because most of the feeds of the Olympics look like they're not even 720.
Yeah. The CBC feeds are pretty good, but I think they're probably about 720. Pretty good. The Swift like a year and a half ago-ish, the new monitor. Monitors right now will just black screen for 1 to 3 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
Randomly.
Okay.
Because they're dying.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah. You've had them since like the NCIX tips days. Okay, yeah, you got your legend.
It's early. I think like it's early in the they listed a long time range, so it's fine. I've needed it for a while because they're black screening on me. Like, the thing is, if I'm playing Counter-Strike, and the screen goes black, and then I get flashbang.
And you're dead.
Well, it's because the screen's like, I didn't wait for the 1 to 3 seconds. The screen is back, and it's flashing me, so I'm still people to extreme. It's well, Jesus, CES. This year, but the sleep.
But if it's 4K,
This is where you can find stuff.
I would be shocked if it hasn't landed in the next couple months. Just gonna say that I would be shocked.
Okay.
Everyone's making me say it. Pornography. Actually, that would be horrible. Like, freaks to the wiggly pubic hair. I'm asking for this. Asking for this.
I mean, it's to leave it up to the imagination, to like just a little bit.
Okay, and speaking of just gonna be censored and with these guys. So Honey is a free extension that finds the best coupon on the web, so that you always get the best prices on stuff you buy. So you shop, Honey will instantly find every working coupon code that it can and automatically apply the best discount to your card at checkout. So it saves you time because they test coupon codes for you. They test over 1 million coupon codes a month. They've partnered with lots of online retailers like eBay and New to help you find the best deals. They don't sell your personal information. In some cases, when you use a coupon with Honey, they earn a small commission from the merchant. They don't sell your data or give your information to third parties either. So basically, there's no reason to add Honey to your browser. If you in, it's free and takes just 2 clicks to install and saves you money. So go to joinhoney.com/fitness or click the link below, which you can't do because you're watching. Oh, click that link below. Well, you can't click it, but whatever, you get it. Join Honey.com/fitness and check out today. In other news, oh, this is great. I am so hungry right now. Savage Jerky. I can't lift it. It's back again. I'm going to piece myself on the maple buffalo bacon. I had an entire last week. I'm just munching the heck out of the show. Not this week.
Just
The traditional.
sure.
I'm going to do the pepper and sea salt.
That actually sounds pretty good. We'll go something else.
Okay.
Traditional sounds good.
Just maple buffalo bacon and we're good.
No, that's fine.
Oh, you know what? I don't think we have any traditional.
New package.
Ooh, new package traditional.
Perfect.
So it's jerky. This creates made with the best ingredients with nature preservatives that wasn't good for you, but that was full of flavor. And I'm like drooling right now. Like actually really excited. Not drooling, salivating. I haven't cut my mouth, so it's not drool yet, I guess. 13 different flavored jerky. Personal favorite: the maple buffalo bacon, the moho, the like the pepper and sea salt. I don't think you're as big a fan of this one. But Luca's the traditional. As into the traditional. What else is really good?
It's kind of like what mode I'm in.
That lives in your and you're into like really spicy stuff. They've got tons of flavors for you. Everything from reach to ghost peppers to like truly spicy fruity. And they don't just jerky. They do a spice rub. They have barbecue sauce. I haven't tried their hot sauce. I should actually try it. I love hot sauce.
They sent us hot sauce. Yeah. They should give us that hook.
Carolina Reaper uses one of the hottest peppers in the world. So go to Genie.us or apparently SavageJerky.com. Just go to jerky.com and use for code LTT.
There we go. Easy.
All right. So what else do we want to talk about today? That's kind of interesting.
Plane?
Can we do this one first? This is pretty funny.
Yeah. I just don't forget.
This was originally posted in Monkey Biz 0980 from before, and the original article here is from BBC.com.
Are we gonna ignore the?
Let's just use the name, because
okay.
I mean, it's right here.
Yeah.
Really is apparently so over. There's just splendidly, with evidently a single tweet.
Okay.
3 billion dollars was of market value after she tweeted that she is no longer using the app. So
It jumps straight before the fall.
I'll pull that up. Here you go.
So it looks like a somewhat neutral turn fall. It's here. It's not even the main one.
What's interesting about it is just that it happens instantly.
Sure. Yeah. There's a doubt zone on Snapchat for a while, and you can see the trending down. They're still trending down.
Like, to be clear, guys, this is only the last days.
This can get into. Sorry, it's almost a straight line too.
Yeah.
Because recently, I think he released a whole video
Did he?
about like leaving Snapchat or not liking Snapchat or something. Yeah. Let's see here.
Problem number 2. Actually, okay. So problem number 2 is like, why do people care that much? What this? Okay, you know, I get it. Okay.
I care about Marquez's opinion.
Content influencer. Isn't a social platform.
At 1.7 million views.
That's from 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. It's its own.
Fine. It's whatever you might think or not think about keeping up with the Kardashians or whatever. You can argue that they've been successful at exploiting social media. So if they, and that does actually seem relevant from a shareholder perspective. Or the best for me is, why did anyone ever give a crap about Snapchat? I don't get it.
This did the entire time.
This is 2 platforms I've just not really gotten at the people putting pressure on me because I'm supposed to be in the social media space. These are 2 platforms now, Vine and Snapchat. Just like not really gotten, and ultimately ended up disappearing and had to participate in them. And to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, I don't own shares. I mean, YouTube obviously as well. Okay, and that's the time to do these things and like learn how they work and stuff.
Yeah.
Those 2, okay. As we could discuss entire view with trendiness. It means that as soon as you're trendy, it's you.
There's one in the Twitch that said nudes. Like even doesn't really make any sense.
Why don't you just send nudes by email? I understand what's the special value.
The deal was that it would disappear. Everyone's known that you can just screenshot or record.
Of course.
Yeah. I think people didn't. So if you screenshot or record, it tells the person. So it like sends them a message saying that you screenshot it. So it's just like kind of awkward, I think. Oh, the quick little bit. I never liked Snapchat to any degree. His brother sends me random things every once in a while because he prefers Snapchat.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Huh. Also gonna send my nudes, says Elusive Soul.
Any other, you can really even send them through Instagram direct messages.
Okay, we have a perfect segment to your Floatplane. Citizen, Does Floatplane work in the UK? Remember that thing you told me today? You go ahead and because it's pretty cool.
I didn't even know you read that message. I thought you did. View from Antarctica, and it works. Which is has been. Yeah.
So we can see a map of wherever.
Told me, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we
Yeah.
can see that too. And it's really cool because the audience is shockingly global.
It's very distributed. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's have
Which
a
is
look.
cool because we have to admit all of that.
What do we get here? Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Who needs more CPU cores? This is finally going up? Wow. So this is an explainer of Core i7 versus Core i9. As you can tell, it is sponsored. Liquid.
Is this the first?
I believe the is the first one.
Yeah.
Flip to liquid and it's actually shocking.
This might even be more interesting for a lot of people.
Yeah. The 1-year experiment, the stunning conclusion is apparently missing a proper thumbnail, so I'll go hit someone after the show, but it's free. Oh, it's a lot of views.
Yeah. The discussion too, but yeah.
Selling and safely storing Bitcoin. Mining Adventure Part 4 is up, so we go through some of the options, some of the exchange options, just kind of help you
Just
better.
flip a note that we finally are releasing the Airflow. You can go watch it now.
Computer isn't a brand that most people will probably have heard of, but this product is very cool. It is a passively cooled small form factor gaming machine with a GTX 1060 or 70. I think it's a 1060. Maybe a 1070? I don't remember. It's really good though. Oh, no, that one up on YouTube. That one up on YouTube.
I think we're probably YouTube range now.
I think we're probably Yep. There might be
Cool.
something left. No, I think that's most. Oh, I don't know if Handy Tech under 100 mostly gaming went up on YouTube. Maybe it did. 120 hertz PC gaming on TV still doesn't hit YouTube. So the reason for that is when we're scheduling, it's a lot easier to push something by a week than it is to push something a day.
And
So if for whatever reason we have a simultaneous release that we have to do on a day when something's scheduled, it usually gets bumped to like the same day the following week, and I think it's happened to that one twice. Hey, what else we got today? Oh, at least CEO was paid $637 million last year. To be the third highest annual package ever received by a company's CEO. So this is in spite of them being under pressure for Instagram, like taking all their key features and users complaining about the redesign. Brilliant.
Amazing. Pull out as much as we can as fast as possible.
I know, right? Personally.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the introduction was a lot of fun.
Do you want to talk about that at all, or are we going to leave it in the video?
So there's actually going to be two
I don't know
videos.
if people even knew that it was happening. We should.
So NSX had their bankruptcy auction
Yeah.
on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. So I went in intending to make one video, but honestly, it would be like, it would be long.
Okay. Or
We would have to cut too much, or it would be too long.
it's 2 different days even.
And it is,
so it makes sense.
It is across 2 days. Also intended for it to be like really structured. Here's some stuff we found. Here's how much we paid. See ya. What it really turned into was like me and in the house and like finding relics. Like I found a computer that they built
That's what. Yeah.
in the house.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one with the flames? Isn't it? This is the original build they did in it like 8 years ago. It was just sitting in the house.
I really wanted to go just for that kind of reason to the original filming room and stuff. But I didn't have the time.
It was pretty fun. It was sentimental. You know, there was some funny.
Sentimentally out of the video. I'll watch the video.
There was some kind of stuff like I could like the box of sort of her stuff to work with every day, like her gloves and like personal effects, company effects, but that like her box of like stuff that she needed by her scanning station for like someone who was really nice and that worked there a long time and worked hard and was, as far as I could tell, a very nice, good person and just doesn't have a job anymore because of mismanagement.
Yeah.
So there was some stuff. Some stuff at one point, and I leave the auction and we go play squash. Before, which of course is a perfectly legitimate reason to be playing squash when you're supposed to be in a video.
Totally. Floatplane is allowed to absorb that mentality. Hooray. All right, continue moving forward.
So it ended up being 2 vlogs. For one, like digging through everything, because that was when they had the viewing time, when you were able to go in and like pick through all the different auction lots. And then part 2, where we had an actual auction. I tried, you know what? No, I'm not going to talk about it. We should really talk about LTX. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, LTX is happening, right? So we're actually to the auction. We do auction things. We leave the auction. We run into Julia. What's that cafe called? It starts with a Z, I think. Z's. Into Julia at Z's. We go. The stuff that people probably being broken.
Do you know what she's doing now?
Yeah, she's at Mike's computer shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on YouTube. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So she wasn't tacky about it. Sometimes people think, like, hey, you remember me from Mike's computer shop? No, she was very good at it. So that's why Julia gets the show for being at Mike's computer shop on the WAN Show right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Good for him. Good for him. You know? What did you talk about? Oh, right, LTX. So we know LTX Expo is redundant.
Yeah.
Like you guys go in a 7-character.com domain. I challenge you. That's right. That's right.
There's no responses. Just like .com.
They'll be pretty dumb. Sense of information here. I don't know if we have any partners yet, so that's probably empty. Yep. Oh, hey, Corsair's in. Cool. Also, oh, this is last year. All our partners.
Only really needs to put that on another page, but
Yeah, that's really terrible.
or just not anywhere.
Yeah, it just probably shouldn't be there. Or
Yeah.
it should be smaller or something.
Yeah, it's freaking huge.
That probably doesn't make a ton of sense. But we got partners. We got happen schedules. Oh, well, that's coming soon.
It's a really helpful website.
It's good. It's to change because if it doesn't get change, it's coming soon then that'd be bad. It's coming soon, but you can download it. Just takes you away. On Squarespace, but it was monkeys. So just to show you, Squarespace, beautiful. But you actually still do have to.
Looks good.
That looks good, and it's just. Agree. So here's the people. It was just like solar lame or whatever, and it was a little small, it was a little lame, but it was actually a lot of fun. We had Absolute last year, so here's a bunch of the stuff from last year, a bunch of the stuff that people could do. This year,
Pushing, legitimately one of my favorite conventions in years.
this one is going to be a lot more emphasis on the piece of feedback we got from people was that they could come in for 2 hours and they could kind of do everything. So the idea this year is it's a one-day event, and we want to make it so that it's basically impossible to do everything.
Cool.
So every booth needs to have enough to see or do that you do everything. And one of the other things, this wasn't external feedback, but one of the other things that we thought that we needed to improve was there was less to do at LTX to the point where it would actually take you all day if you were to take every carnival game and
Yeah.
participate in everything. But there wasn't much of an incentive, so I think a lot of people end up kind of like getting into a thing with each other or whatever else. Sorry? Oh yeah, we could figure that out. Anyway, so a lot of people end up not doing everything. And we end up thinking like this is randomly at the end in a raffle. So this time, this is like you run or 14 cases as you can. What's the case may be? I think
Like the Explorer's Pass,
this is
and in the Explorer's Pass for a ticket for the raffle, and the Explorer's Pass has to get stamped at all the different booths once you complete the activity.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too.
Looking
But to say one of the things that we should probably do is also enter people just for participating in lots of stuff. So that would be great. That would be a lot of fun.
I think we should, like, if you passed a certain threshold, like if you beat like 90% of people at this thing or whatever, at the beginning of the day, maybe it's easier. But
Colton's into it.
cool.
Yeah. So it's very often. So go to LTX Expo to get very few details, but
It's okay. You? I think you can get tickets right. Because look, big tickets already sold out.
really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow.
Someone tweeted me saying that they're like, they wanted it and now they're sad or something. I don't know. Because it's sold out.
Dang. Okay. So we can't really tell you much about it. But last year we were pretty tepid on the WAN Show. Sorry, how much fun it would be.
It'll be fun.
This
It's really fun.
this is the thing. We get to it, but it'll be fun. It says much bigger venue this time. We're gonna spend level.
Listen, who's going to minimum one tech/gaming convention every single year for like 14 years
Ever?
or something?
Yeah.
It feels a bit more like some of the older ones did. There was more stuff to do. If you look these days, they're really cool, but they're mostly like a spectator sport kind of situation, where you're mostly just like looking at things. There isn't a lot of activity.
There's a lot to look
It
at.
takes like 2 hours to wait through a line to play a game, that kind of stuff. We talked about the LTX and seems like it's going to be a thing at this one, and you even mentioned like there has to be enough stuff for people to do. You didn't say see, you said do. It's because so many activities. Before bringing it to last year, there was like hardline water tube bending and like all this
So,
really cool stuff.
We're gonna have a delid your CPU station.
See, that's friggin' cool.
So hoping to partner with a local retailer. So the idea is that you could bring your CPU and we'd have the tools on hand and someone to help you. Or if you don't have one, then we'll have a board and a test bench handy so you can like a new one, and we'll have hopefully a retail partner. So you can just on the spot test it, make sure it works, because you'll get your warranty instantly.
Yeah.
And you could delit it and take it home and use it.
That's pretty sick, actually.
So like, we've ideas.
And that's pretty cool.
There's some pretty ideas.
This get expensive.
Oh lord.
We'd have some, and people could pay it to use, but we could have like free geek CPUs for people just to like do it with.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
We've got some really good ideas with Free Geek. So you've seen the like boxes and boxes, like the pellets of stripped motherboard PCBs, right?
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
No.
Okay. So one of the ideas that we pitched to, or at least are going to pitch to Free Geek at some point, is motherboard house of cards. Over the course of the day, holds the tallest card house out of motherboard PCBs. No,
Cool.
What would be like Science World when there's just like something that's just a bunch of boxes to put together or whatever?
There's a little scene explaining what to do, and you just go for it.
Boxes, board PCBs, and
You just call a free geek person over and go like, look how tall it is, and then they write it.
and they, yeah, so it's the kind of stuff that we want to do at it.
Cool.
What else do we have for topics today?
Next year, too, is those kind of things. You'd run into attendees that would become like temporary single-serving friends for the show because they met doing whatever activity, because they ended up being paired up for whatever reason, or they ended up just being next to each other and talking and whatever. That was really cool.
It's a good idea. Colton. Yeah, what's up? We should have some activities where people are forced to participate, like as a team with other people there, so we make people mingle.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it.
That's what you need at tech events. The first people to talk to each other.
Oh, jeez. Okay. More topics?
I don't know. This is all kind of boring. Apparently, I was going to refresh the odds.
Hurry. We need...
Yeah.
I was going to Google Home Mini. And because all the times when I'm working, I think of something that I need to remember later. It's actually kind of annoying to do the couple steps to get into my phone or whatever. And my phone isn't very great at responding to OK Google. Yeah, it didn't, even though it's on. It's just not, I don't know why. The Google Home Mini. And to the Google Home Mini, 50% of the time, my phone does it too.
So this is like the issue that I have with them. So there's a few things that are just kind of broken on Android and just sort of in general, I guess. Here's one that really bugs me. When I swipe away a notification, when I clear all on my phone, do you have it happen where your phone will just be like buzzing for the next 10 seconds? Because it will like, it'll be like an email notification. It'll be like, bzz, 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 and as it goes through them. And it's just...
Find them. Once fully clear out, it'll be like, oh, you have a few.
Watch into the mix. It's really annoying.
That's not great.
There was another really stupid, like, just fun stuff. Why is it that Google, in their infinite wisdom, added mark as read to their SMS app, which is super friggin' handy, by the way. Like when you get when you just put in the notification, you can reply or mark as read. Why isn't that not in Gmail? Why is that not in Hangouts? Why isn't it in literally anything else?
Yeah.
Because, and this is really frustrating on OS. There's no way to mark a text message as unread. So if it's like me and you use read and unread to track what you haven't dealt with yet, it's just...
I think the Google Home Mini is, I made it play a song just because I wanted to see how the speakers were. And then I was like, it's really loud by default. And like the speakers would be great. So I was like, I'm telling it like, I'm going to stop doing per commands, but essentially turn the volume down.
Yeah.
It audibly went down. Okay, turn the volume down. Okay, turn the volume down. Okay, turn the volume down. Just kept doing it. It was like noticeably going down. It's like doing a lot. And then it went to a completely level of volume. Even underneath it, it's voice commands. I can't do it through phone. It's blatantly ridiculously loud or off is like my two off, because it took me about 15 minutes to recognize like this weird buzzing sound that I could barely hear was technically music coming from the little box.
Right. Maybe you just need better music, loser. If your music, maybe you wouldn't.
Just roamed through Google Play Music and with someone on some random song. I have no idea what it was.
People say do it by percentage.
Set the volume to whatever. Okay.
Yeah, 25%.
All right. But even because I don't know what percentage it's at.
They're helping us. They're helping us, okay?
It's decent though. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It should be a reasonable amount if you tell it to turn the
I
volume
think
down.
Disjester nailed it here. Or Luke could just be an idiot.
Yes.
Thank you,
That's
Disjester.
solid.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Luke was wrong.
Oh, don't bring that website back. Is cool. The website is not cool.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Great. So I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, everything else here is
That's
boring.
Yeah. Sid-
Yep, with Microsoft's UWP protection.
Yep.
Samsung unveiled a big SSD, but that is physically small. There's lots of capacity.
Hooray.
uTorrent, there's a vulnerability that's bad.
That's surprising.
Lordy, there's more augmented reality stuff out of Google, so
Yep.
call me in 2 years.
Yep.
Tesla is doing a wall charger, but now for your office, which is like,
Okay.
okay. Apparently it'll be free, but you still have to pay for electricity.
What?
Okay. Also, Asus is launching premium GTX 1050 and 1050 Ti graphics cards with 144-hour burn-in quality control and longer warranties aimed at LAN cafes.
Okay.
From my experience, when it comes to like cheap products, it usually makes far more sense to just like buy a new one when it bricks, because by then the new one will probably be better than the old one. But whatever. See you next week, same time, same time.
This is huge, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely still a thing, but like, I don't see why they would more expensive card for it.
Website, lukewasanIdiot.com. Let's do it. Does he take it? I don't know. I'm gonna check. You're already there.
Did I spell it right? Wouldn't that be terrible? Misspelling Luke was an idiot.
It's a ball.
It's LukeWasAnIdiot.com. Fantastic.
Luke will be wrong 2019.com.
And we're done here.